In 1926, my father came to St. Cloud, going to start into this new hatchery business, which was using a technology of hatching baby chicks in one big box rather than under the broody hen out in the farm. But he went out and sold incubators out in South Dakota to make a profit. And I remember him telling me that he sold louse powder to farmers in order to pay expenses and incubator sales for profit. Initially, my father called the hatchery St. Cloud Hatcheries and had as kind of his trade symbol. Birds were bred for northern production and a picture of an old man Jack Frost blowing. And out of that developed the name Jack Frost Hatcheries. By 1950, there was tremendous overcapacity, and my father did not see any future in the poultry business. But I, recent graduate from college, felt there wasn't some opportunities here, particularly in the broiler end of the business. So I came into the hatchery in 1950, and Dad agreed not to liquidate it, but to keep it open. And several years later, my brother and I purchased the business from him and proceeded to expand it. During the 50s and the 60s, the company expanded by starting a feed mill. We built a new hatchery. We developed a number of growers that were interested in growing broiler birds. By the early 60s, we had a joint venture with Armour & Company to process the birds. In late 70s, we started branding the product, and it became the Goldn Plump brand. During the early 80s, we started our own advertising, developing our Goldn Plump brand. And one of the unique advertisements we had was chickens dropping out of parachutes, ostensibly to be fighting off these southern chickens coming into the marketplace.
Time again for Goldn Plump News. As America turns to better chickens, Goldn Plump steps up to meet the demand. Here, truckloads of hopeful recruits arrive at Camp Goldn Plump. For 8 intense weeks, these select birds will be the best fed, best housed chickens in the world. One final inspection and it's back on the truck for a quick ride to your supermarket. Goldn Plump chickens. Freshness marches on.
In 1983, we made the big step of purchasing the processing plant from Armour & Company. At that point, we were fully integrated. Fully integrated means that we had all aspects of production, from the breeder hen to the baby chick, the feed. We had contracts with growers to grow the birds, and we had the processing and marketing.
Well, August 1998, after Saturday afternoon, got a call that the Cold Spring plant had a fire, and my heart sank. And as I sped out to Cold Spring, trying to figure out how extensive it might be, and worried about the damage, I had mixed feelings of first of all, I was happy to see that the plant was largely standing, but then my heart sank as I would watch fire truck after fire truck going by hauling water out. As I surveyed the scene, there was probably 20 different fire departments on the scene, spraying water on the building and trying to contain the fire that was burning in one section of the plant pretty vigorously. What a terrible feeling, seeing what the condition of that area of the plant was and knowing what it would take to get it back in full production. But our people really stepped up to the challenge and worked 24 hours a day nonstop to get the plant cleaned. It took an extensive amount of cleaning. Actually, some areas we had to go over not with a fine-tooth comb, but with a toothbrush, literally, and many times to scrape the soot off. In about 5 days after the fire, on a limited basis, and it was pretty exciting. The first day we started up, when the birds came down the line, you could hear a cheer all the way through the plant, as people saw the birds coming. But our people really stepped up, and one of the things we said that night, made a decision that we would continue to pay our people during the recovery and try to find work and provide the work to help get it back in operation. But we knew we were all in this together, and it took a real team effort to get it back in operation.
My name is Corey Andry, and my family's been raising chickens for Goldn Plump for 2 generations.
My name is Marty Moser, and I help bring the best quality chicken products to America's families.
My name is Marissa Guzman, and I help introduce new employees to the Goldn Plump family. My name is Anis Ferreira, and I assist my supervisor in making sure our department's running smoothly.
My name is Carla Hankus, and I make sure my service to my customers is more than what they get or expect from other chicken companies.
My name is Mike Helgeson, and I believe in the family farmers and the people who have made our company, our products, our service the best every day since 1926.
Giving people the opportunity to be creative, to take ownership in terms of how the job is done, and giving people, I think, plenty of challenge and opportunity to grow personally as well as with the company.
Chicken.